Hey, I'm Bradley Fish. This is a sponsored video request by Mark. He thought these videos were easy to understand, it was fun for him, and he wanted to sponsor a request. He is trying to play along with his wife, and one of the first steps is he needs to know what the heck the notes are on the bass, so when the guitar player is strumming a G chord, he can find his G note or whatever. There are 12 notes. It's not a big deal. We're going to learn this like in 5 minutes or whatever it is. We're just going to learn this right now quick. And it's the same on all instruments. So if you learn this on piano or electric guitar, trombone, or whatever, anything from the Western Hemisphere, same deal. So that's really handy, okay? It will help you communicate with musicians who are notoriously hard to communicate with. If you don't know this already, we should learn this. The names of the notes on the bass. The fat one closest to your head is your E string. The next one is A, the next one is D, the next one is G. If we go the opposite direction, G, D, A, E. For the adults in the room, get drunk at Ed's. For the kids, you didn't hear that, get down at Ed's. And if you have a better one, I'm sure you do, put it in the comments below. I'm sure everyone would appreciate it and love to see that. So now, let's go ahead and figure out what the heck these notes are all about, okay? So there's 12 of them. They almost make sense, almost. Because it goes A, then A sharp or B flat. By the way, the little tic-tac-toe pound sign thing is a sharp, if you can see that. The little lowercase b looking thing is a flat. A sharp / B flat just means that A sharp and B flat are the same thing, okay? They're the same note. They call them enharmonic equivalents. We don't care, enharmonic equivalents. They're the same note. Okay. Then after A sharp or B flat is B. Then you don't really have a B sharp or C flat. I mean, if someone says B sharp, they just mean C. If they say C flat, they just mean B. But it only pops up in like reading, intense classical music. You're not going to have to deal with this. And your rock band will never do that to you. So just A sharp or B flat, then B, then straight to C. Then C sharp or D flat, then D sharp or E flat, then E, then F sharp or G flat, then G sharp or A flat, back to A. That's it. That's the 12 notes. Notice, B to C, E to F, no sharp or flat between them. Just remember that. B to C, E to F, and then you got it because it's basically alphabetical order, okay? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's the highest note is G sharp or A flat. It starts over at A. All right. You do want to know them backwards in case you get pulled over. All right, so let's work this out now. So let's say we hit your A string open. Okay, that's the second fattest string, A. That's an A. That's why it's called the A string. If you press the first fret, you'll get an A sharp or B flat. You press the second fret, you're going to get a second fret B. Third fret, C. It just goes, this is the up arrow, just goes up. C sharp, D at the 5th fret. Notice that if you hit your open D string, that's the same pitch. 5th fret of the A, open D, same thing. Those are both Ds, okay? By the way, in the old days, we used to tune our basses like that when the dinosaurs were still roaming the earth. You would tune your low E string to maybe a piano, maybe just whatever. We're camping, it's not too high, not too low, or whatever. Tune it to some note on a whatever. That's an E, and then you just press the 5th fret, and then you'd get your A. Press your 5th fret, you get your D. Press your 5th fret, you get your G. That's how we would do it back in the day. Now we have these fancy things called tuners. They're so awesome. Okay, so anyway, we were on the 5th fret D. Go up another fret, 6th fret. That's D sharp or E flat. Go to the 7th fret, E. Go to the 8th fret. We skip straight to F. Go another fret up, F sharp or G flat. Go to the 10th fret, G. 11th fret, G sharp or A flat. Now check this out. We're at the 12th fret. That's the A again. It started over. Notice on most your instruments, you're going to have 2 dots. I'm going to try to get right up in there. Do you see those 2 dots? Isn't that cool? That double dot, that's the octave. And when I hit the open A string, if I remember right, I think that's vibrating 220 times a second. If I have those numbers wrong, I apologize. But anyway, it'll be double the frequency of vibration. Like, you know how like when you look at it, the string's like blurry, so fast? That's vibrating, if I remember right, 220 times a second. Then you double it, it would be like 440 when you press the octave. So your ear opened, it's double the ratio. Your ear likes that nice 2-to-1 vibration, and that's an octave, and that's where it starts over, and then it would just start over. So A sharp, B, and B, and C sharp, D, and so on. And it's the same on every string. So if you hit your low E string, let's say, that's an E, you press the first fret, you're like, what the heck note is that? Well, you look at your little chart, and I'll get out of the way again, and you see your E, and then you go up 1 fret, and you get an F. And that would be the first fret. Go to the second fret, F sharp or G flat, and so on. So let's do a pop quiz, guys. Oh my God, quiz already. Let's say your G string, the high one, on the 4th fret. What the heck is that? Pop quiz. See if we can figure it out. Stop this video right now, yeah, whatever. And then you're like, all right, well, how do I figure this out? Well, it's the G string, so you find the G on your chart. You count up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You get to B. Boom, it's a B note. You win. Now, let's say if I was like, all right, pop quiz number 2, what's on the 11th fret of the E string? Oh my God. Well, you could count all the way up. You could find E and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, my God. But you could also just go down 1 from the octave, right? So we said the 12th fret is where all the notes start over. So it's the E string. At the 12th fret, it's E again. Now you just do the down arrow. Go down 1, and you're at E flat or D sharp, however you want to call it. Okay? And so that would be D sharp, E flat. I hope that was helpful to you. Now, here's a little tip for you. If you want to kind of like zone in on what's going to be the most important, so you don't have to do it all. I mean, by the way, I'll also upload a worksheet for you so you can practice. Kind of like when you're in school, when you're a kid, and they have those little worksheets to fill out. So I'll give you the notes and a notes worksheet. I'll give you the bass and the bass worksheet too, okay? This is for everybody's little free gift to the world. Graphic artist did it for me. She did a wonderful job. And I want you guys to have that so you can practice this. However, if you can just learn the low 2 strings, the E string and the A string, those will be the most useful. You're going to spend a lot of time down there as a bass player, starting out. Ultimately, you want to learn the whole bass. But if you want to kind of narrow this down, start with the E and the A string. And in fact, if you want to narrow it down some more, you don't even really have to go above the 5th fret for right now. Or well, maybe the 6th fret, whatever. Yeah, so like the first 6 frets, the low 2 strings, you're cool. Now, I would say, it's really the same all over the bass. It's just the same 12 notes over and over. So I'd learn the whole darn thing. But that would be a good start, okay? So have fun. Learn those notes, learn what they're called, and that way when the guitar player's like, I'm strumming a G minor 7 flat 9 chord, dude, you're like, I didn't hear all that, but I heard G. Okay, cool, here's a G. Later we'll get into all that fancy stuff, but right now you can match them and just do something that sounds nice by playing the same root that they are, and you can start to join the band. Awesome. Thank you so much, Mark, for sponsoring this video request. If you have a question and want me to answer it in video format and want to send me money, that's awesome. I love that. And I also do teach, that's like my main gig these days. Out of my recording studio, I do teach online over the internet, something similar to Skype called Jam-Kazam. It's just like faster, more music friendly. And that's it. You guys have fun, and we'll see you soon. Subscribe.